Hey y'all, happy Mother's Day. For Mother's Day this year, I wanted to just make birria tacos. So that's what we're going to do today. I started off by just, heating up my pan, putting the oil down, and browning my meat. And don't be like me because my temperature was up too high. That oil was popping everywhere. But anyways, I went ahead and browned both sides of the meat. I did not season it. I just browned it. Because I am going to use one of those birria bombs. So it really don't need much. I've made this several times, so I'm kind of figuring out how to make it to how I like it to taste. But I went ahead and added 4 cloves of garlic, and then I'm going in with half an onion. I'm using a white onion, and I just, cubed it up or whatever, cut it up. So now I'm adding bay leaves. So I went ahead and put 3 of them because each roast is about 2.5 pounds, so that should be enough. So I've been using these birria buns that I found off TikTok shop. They're really good. I will say it depends on how you make it, like how I'm adding the onion and garlic. It can taste plain if you just use water in the bun by itself. So I'm using beef stock. And then, like I said, I've had this a few times, so I'm kind of figuring out how to make it to where I like it. So I just left that alone for 6 hours on high. So now I'm going into making some Mexican rice. I do follow this lady on Instagram. She cooks a lot. I'm going to leave her ad on the screen. So typically, she's saying to use a cup of rice for 3 cups of water. So that's what I did. I went ahead and added the oil so we can brown it up, brown it up, mix it up, mix it up. It's my first time ever making Mexican rice. And it turned out good. So just let it brown, mix it up, let it do its thing. And then I went in with 3 cups of water. So yeah, be careful with this water too, because that pot gets hot and it's steaming. You see it's smoking. So for 3 cups of water, you're gonna use 1 cup of rice. I use the jasmine rice, and then she's saying 1 tablespoon of the Knorr chicken seasoning and 5 tablespoons of just tomato sauce. You're gonna mix that up and then cook it on high with the top on for about 10 minutes. Once 10 minutes has, elapsed, leave it on the burner for 5 additional minutes with the top on, and then, move it off the heat and let it sit. And she said that's the perfect rice. I mean, I really can't even debate her. It's not sticking to the pan or anything. It looks good. It had a good seasoning, but like with anything, season it up to your likings. Now that I made this one time, I know where I can, improve. And then I went ahead and did elote my way. This is it's not the traditional way. But I went ahead with sour cream, just a half a block, some of the Mexican cream, and the lime mayo. Just mix it up. And then, add your seasonings, lemon pepper, paprika, lime. Yeah, that lime was kind of dry, so I had to get my tongues out to squeeze it. So I'm adding the corn in right here, and then I'm just gonna mix it up. I'm gonna add in my cheese. I'm using the cojita cheese and then some cheese blend I found at HEB. So, we're just gonna whip it up, and then I'm gonna transfer it into, one of those little dishes. I can't even think of the name of it right now. I'm adding some more seasonings. My aluminum foil pan, there you go. We're just gonna add it over here. I'm gonna spread it out, and then I'm gonna just put my toppings on it. For the toppings, I'm just doing cilantro, onion, and jalapenos. And this is how I like it. Like I said, it's not the traditional way, but it's gonna be my way. Because, there's no right or wrong way to eat your food. I'm just topping it off with the seasonings. And it was good. My kids loved it. I loved it too. But I just love Mexican food, so. And then I went ahead and started frying up my tacos. I use white corn tortillas. I dip them in that consomme, and then I'm using Oaxaca cheese, which is just like Mexican string cheese. It melts down really well. And then I'm just, adding my meat. This dinner, I say, is not time consuming, but it is because we're waiting on the meat to finish. So everything else is easy. And I'm just gonna let these tacos fry. And if you want to do birria, I do recommend the bombs. The only thing with the bombs is you do kind of have to figure out how you like it, because it's just a shortcut. The seasoning pack in. That's why I didn't season my meat, because it really don't need it. The seasoning is enough, but it can be enhanced. That's why I went in with the onion and the garlic and stuff.
Still got some boys on the payroll. You niggas still tipping Carol. She with a P in the leg, the condo. We bout to use my Giano. Up in the P, out some beaming on knuckles. Thinking I should take the Bronco. Oh yeah, gotta go get it tomorrow. I'm selling out the Apollo. Inside my body is hollow. Count up, don't get your folks out the ghetto. You know that was the motto. Say nigga won't talk out his side of his neck. I just let it be in, come and swallow. Told my little brother we pulling up spanking these niggas.
The food just looks delicious. It was so good. And I just made me some sweet tea because, why not? So the way I make my sweet tea, I just get the black tea bags and steep it. I do 1 cup of water for 1 tea bag. So I did 4 cups. That's enough for me and my kids. Just, let it steep on the hot stove. Turn it off or whatever, but let it sit there on the hot place. And just let it steep for a few minutes. And then you're gonna do, equal parts. So 4 cups in that pan, and then 4 cups in this container right here. And then I do 2 cups of sugar. And that's it,
I'm right back on Rodeo. Still got some boys on the payroll. You niggas still tipping Carol. She with a P in the leg, the condo. We bout to use my Giano. Up in the P, out some beaming on knuckles. Thinking I should take the Bronco.
I told you that nigga was back, bro.
OJ, gotta go get it tomorrow. I'm selling out the Apollo. Inside my body is hollow. Count up, don't get your folks out the ghetto. You know that was always the motto. So nigga won't talk out his side of his neck. I just let it be in, come and swallow. You pick the fight and no way you can run from it, nigga, cause we going at it. I know some nigga locked up in the dungeon. They say they feel me like a fabric. I know you heard I've been pulling up pressing these niggas who claim I read it. Been all on the yacht with my motherfucking shirt off. Look at it, my whole body tatted. Got the T-Rex automatic. No, I ain't sound to it. Bulletproof truck and it's medic. Hey, taking shit.
Thank y'all for watching my video. And happy Mother's Day to all the parents out there. All the mothers out there, y'all are seen, y'all are visible. Being a parent is freaking hard. And I just want every woman to feel special regardless of the day it is. I'll see y'all in the next video.